Hey there, welcome to the Uncomfortable is Okay podcast. I'm your host, Chris Desmond, and this is a show where we make it easier for you to get out of your comfort zones. So I hope you enjoyed the episode with Erin Scammell this week. It was fantastic learning about how to style your life and how style can actually help you take on uncomfortable challenges, which is a great strategy and one that I hadn't really thought of before. But these little Friday episodes have been recently about the evolution of Uncomfortable is Okay, taking it from just the podcast to what it's becoming now, which is pretty awesome. So what I've been doing is I've been talking through some of the challenges that I've been facing in the last week, how I've dealt with them, and with what is coming up next for me as well. So over the last week, it feels like it's been a massively full-on week, actually. And I've just been sitting and thinking and reflecting on what has been happening. And actually, there has been a lot of stuff going on. So things that have been going on, I've been organising all of the stuff for the Surmount workshop, which is coming up in 8 days' time, 13th of October. So there's still time to grab tickets for that. You can head over to surmountcourse.com to get your tickets for that. I'd love to see you there to help work through strategically getting uncomfortable and learning all the steps and the strategies that you need to navigate discomfort when you're taking on any challenge. I've been talking to people about the workshop and just trying to drum up a little bit more interest in it. Been doing a few Facebook Lives actually about strategies around getting out of your comfort zone and what a comfort zone is. So if you haven't checked them out, there's a couple of videos up on Facebook at the moment on the Uncomfortable is Okay page, which you might find interesting, especially if you can't make it along to the workshop. I've been focusing on looking after myself because things are reasonably full on at the moment. So it's been doing a little bit of exercise, it's been doing a bit of yoga, it's been doing just a little bit of kind of meditation and lying on the Shakti mat and making sure I have some extra long hugs and pat the dog and get out into nature and take cold showers and walk around outside just in my bare feet and get out into the sunshine occasionally as well and feel the wind on my face. So just doing those little things that I know make me feel a little bit better, kind of counteract how full on life has been at the moment. What else? Oh, there's been some other things that have been going on as well, is actually preparing to give the workshop and just kind of continuing to go over the content and familiarize myself with it and just kind of work on how I want to come across as I'm delivering it. But there's also been arranging to guest on some other people's podcasts in this time as well and talking at a few events as well. I haven't been talking at them. That's coming up. Arranging to talk at a few events as well about getting out of your comfort zone and why it's important and why we should be doing it. And last week I was suffering quite a lot with self-doubt about whether I could pull this off and whether it was going to be successful, I think is probably the word that I was looking for with it. And the self-doubt has definitely lessened this week, which has been great. Part of it, I think, has been just because things have been so full on and I haven't had time to doubt myself. But part of it as well is that I've probably flipped the way that I've flipped the way that I'm viewing things in regards to the workshop, is that rather than thinking about, I need to get heaps of people down and I need to kind of just create this absolutely perfect experience for everyone that comes along. I still want to do that. I still want to create a really great experience for people, but I want to view it as a learning experience for me as well, as this is the first one that I've put on. I know that the content there is great, and I'm confident that my delivery will get there as well. But this is something completely new and completely different and completely out of my comfort zone that I haven't done before. So it's viewing it from a beginner's mindset and thinking, okay, this is all new stuff for me. What can I learn from this experience and how can I do it better next time, and what strategies can I put in place? So one of the things I've done actually is I've scheduled out a bit of reflection time after the event so that I can just sit down and go through, hey, this went well, this didn't go quite as well as I'd hoped, this went well, this I could work on, actually no, let's scrap this, let's do more of this. And I think it's that change in perspective and that change in view that has really helped me out with kind of those questions of self-doubt. And I'm sure we're 8 weeks away now. I'm sure that the self-doubt is going to come up a little bit more frequently in the next sort of 8 days as things get closer and I get more nervous about it. But that's okay. I've got some strategies in terms of looking after myself to deal with that and just kind of keeping focused on that perspective as well. So the next uncomfortable thing that I'm going to be working on is just the next week of preparing for this workshop and practicing and training myself to be ready to deliver it, which I don't think is going to be particularly uncomfortable, actually. But that's the big next uncomfortable thing. But also there's going to be a little bit of work on setting up the uncomfortable community as well, just to support these guys that have gone through the workshop, and also anyone else that wants to jump on board with it in regards to sort of some ongoing training around getting out of your comfort zone in an online forum, in a place where we can all support each other to get outside our comfort zones and take on challenges. So that's kind of the next uncomfortable thing that I'll be working on alongside the preparation. As I said, if you're in Wellington, if you want to pop along to the workshop, I would love to see you there. The guys at Floatwell would love to see you down floating with them as well, because don't forget you get a couple of floats too, which will be super valuable as you work through this process. I hope you have a great weekend. Enjoy next week's podcast with Carl Hamilton. It's incredible as well. Thank you so much for getting uncomfortable with me today.